31 years ago, the first Toy Story movie came out and it changed animation forever. It was the first computer generated animated film of all time, and it captured all of our hearts and all of our imaginations and spawned five movies. And almost all of them are bangers. Actually, all of them are really good, and most of them are masterpieces. Toy Story 5 released this past weekend, and it is a really good movie. Check out my review for it. But in honor of Toy Story, we obviously have to do a ranking. I did a ranking of Pixar sequels as well that you guys can check out, but this is a official Toy Story ranking. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Toy Story 5. This is definitely not a bad movie. It is actually an exceptional film. I like the story of Jessie and how it explores her character and trauma a little bit more. I love the introduction of the new characters. The original toys kind of do take a back seat. You do get a little bit of Woody and Buzz in here, but it is definitely Jessie's story. I just feel like this movie was a little too all over the place and lacked a little bit of the focus and didn't let you meld with some of the emotional moments that are really good. Coming at number 4 is Toy Story 4. When I first watched this movie, I was floored by it. I really liked it. But the more I analyzed the film, I realized that it isn't as good as the first three films, and there is a dip in quality. And the character of Forky isn't particularly interesting, but the existential question that it does ask, what makes a toy, is interesting to watch, and I think it has one of the best send-offs towards the end. It's just a bittersweet film. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Toy Story, the original one that kind of set everything up for us. It is still holds up in terms of storytelling. The animation, I think, making them toys does hold up for the most part. It introduced us to Woody and Buzz Lightyear, and it's just still a heartfelt story about your place and being replaced, and whether you either step up and team up with them or you fall off to the shadows. And coming at number 2 is Toy Story 2, and I promise you guys I'm not doing this intentionally, it just happened to work out that way. Toy Story 2 is the perfect sequel. It takes everything from the original, expands on it, introduces new characters like Jessie and Bullseye, and it expands world of Toy Story beyond Andy's room. And it's a movie that deals with mortality, like how long do you have to make a difference in the world, and is it worth it? Is it better to be preserved and, take no risks in life? But yeah, I mean, amongst the Toy Story movie, this is probably the best film in the franchise. But there is one more that I love on a more emotional level, and that is, of course, Toy Story 3. I think Toy Story 3 came at the perfect time in my life when I was going from high school to college, from childhood to adulthood, and it was just that perfect transitional movie, and I felt like it was speaking to me personally. It was me saying goodbye to my childhood and going on to adulthood, and I love the themes that it tackles about the difference that you made in a child's life, if you should make another difference, about sticking together. And it's just a great emotional roller coaster of a ride of a film, and it just came out at the perfect time for me. And so have most of the other Toy Story films. They all came out at very distinct moments in my life, and I'm all here for it. And I'm not gonna, if they ever announce another Toy Story film, I am never gonna go against the grain. In Toy Story and Pixar, we trust.